think about why do men go to the Philippines to date in the first place. And like I said, I'm going to be brutally honest. So in the Western world, like America, dating has become trash. There, a lot of men, including myself, just feel that dating is trash, and a lot of men and women in the Western world are not valuing each other, and people are hurting each other, and a lot of people are damaged, and they're trying to build on damage, and hurt people. So it's a lot of good, like I'm just gonna speak in the shoes of a man. There's a lot of good men out here that didn't hurt women, that want to be with women at a respectable, not respectable because that sounds degrading, but they want to be with a woman at a point of her life when she can still maybe bear children, where she's not damaged by too many bad relationships. Um, yeah. Also, they a lot of men feel that there are too many like expectations and unreal expectations. For example, a huge requirement in dating in America, a lot of women will want a man that makes like 200,000 a year. When if you just look at 150,000 a year, I think it's only like 12% of men make that much. And how many of those men are actually like straight that make that much? And if you look at 120,000 or 100,000, the percentages are very, very small, like 15%, 18%. And a lot of times those guys that do make that much, they have certain requirements and certain replacement women in their lives. And when these women do go for those kind of guys that make like the millionaires and the ball players, it damages them. And then a lot of times these women turn 30, 40, 50, and they're just like damaged. I'm not saying all women, but they're just like damaged, and they still have a certain like requirement. Um, as far as dating, it's just a lot of guys will say like unreal expectations, right? So it's a lot of Western men, not just in America, but there's always men like around the world who feel that they have the same problems in their country, and they go to the Philippines because the Philippines has always been associated with women at a point in their life where they're like, like young enough to bear children. Um, they're not associated with having like so many like expectations and unreal expectations. Um, and in contrast to like America, they embrace the traditional role. Well, they used to be associated with embracing the traditional role, such as being a housewife when you do talk marriage, or seeing no problem with like cleaning, doing laundry, and remaining home and taking care of the kids and household chores. And that's not to talk bad about American women that don't want to do that. It's just that a lot of American women are wanting traditional man, but they don't want to do traditional roles. They don't want to be traditional woman, like the stay at home or things like that. And a lot of men say it's a lot of masculine characteristics that come with being with a woman like that. Again, this is not to judge. This is just what I hear. I do a lot of interviews, and this is also something that I like observe. And there's nothing wrong with the women that don't want to be traditional. Women have rights, and when things don't make sense, when arguments happen, when divorce happen, it makes a lot of sense to seek love elsewhere. So, with that said, a lot of men do travel all the way to the Philippines because Philippines has always been associated with, like I said, the women at that point of their life where they immediately see like the value in men, even at an early age, to where they have like that safe pregnancy range. They don't mind having those traditional values.